Hey guys, how you doing? Hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Y'all, just breaking news. There's a shooting that just happened happened this morning at Abundant Christian School, and it was bad, y'all. So let's get into this here. It says Wisconsin school shooting, 5 hurt and 5 is gone, including the power. Okay, let's get into this. They said 5 people, including the suspect, Power, are deceased after powering at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin. Police said 5 other people was injured in the powering. Police responded to the school around 10:57 this morning. A power was reported at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin on Monday, leaving at least 5 people deceased, including the suspect. Okay? They said police responded at 10:57 a.m. to the Abundant Life Christian School, where they found multiple victims suffering from pow wounds. Police located a juvenile who they believe was the pow, and believed to be the power deceased in the building. 5 people were injured and 5 people was deceased, including the juvenile believed to be the power. Police are Police said during a briefing at 12:15 p.m. the suspect, Power, was a student at the school. Police said it remains an active and ongoing investigation. Police are expected to provide another briefing to this afternoon, but allegedly, what I heard was I don't know why he went after the students, and I even heard that allegedly that it was a teacher too. I don't know if it was one teacher, 2 teacher. I don't know anything like that. This is just what I heard. You hear people in the background talking, so I really don't know. Allegedly. So this boy was on, okay, he was on some bull. Plus, he's deceased now. Like I said, I don't know what happened, what made him, drive him to, go there and hurt these students and others. And plus, they really is gone. Like 5 students. And we're not saying 5 students. Let me make sure. Not actually 5 students. 5 people. Because we don't know if if an adult, a teacher, wasn't, one of them that was deceased. I don't know. But my heart goes out to to all the families that was affected by this young person that went up there and did something crazy like this. Like, you hear this here so much where, these kids are pushed. And what gets me they're not telling you the age of the power. These parents, I don't understand. Like, you have a whole child, and him or she has a room, and you don't go inside to see like what's really good in there. Like, check, your kid's room. I don't care even if your kid ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think any parent would think their kid is on that type of time. You know what I mean? To go to a school and do something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it is your duty. It's your duty to make sure your children, is in check, especially in your home. That is just ridiculous. That is ridiculous that children can sit there and make, ghost pals and collect so many pals, and not even that. a lot of parents that live in states like this here and other states, they buy their children, pow pows. You understand? They do. They buy it. So this is just like a normal thing. So I just feel like this here. I don't know what this young man was going through. You understand what I'm saying? But they are really upset. When I say upset, they had all right to be upset because this is just heartbreaking. This is very, very heartbreaking. When I say heartbreaking, this is heartbreaking. 5 whole people is deceased because this person went up there and, just went crazy. They went crazy. They had to go crazy because this is not normal, but it's happening a lot. Like I said, you need to go in your kid's room and check it out and see if, I don't care if you got to go underneath the bed, if you got to go in the closet. You know what I'm saying? What is your kid going to say to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you invaded my privacy? No, you don't have no privacy. Not in my house. There's no privacy in my house. There's no lock on the doors. There's none of that. We're not doing none of that. No. That is your responsibility as a parent to make sure your kid, I'm saying like, like some parents probably say, well, we're invading their privacy or whatever. That's not true. You're being the parent. You're being the parent. Like, for real, you being a parent. You gotta go in there. Even if the kid be in there watching TV all the time, you know what I'm saying, or playing on the game or whatever, you have to understand maybe that it's still your duty, to go and see if your kid is good. Even if people feel like, people feel like this here. I'm not worried about that because my kid don't be outside. My kid don't run the street like that or whatever. That's the worst kind. Like, that's the worst kind. The ones that sit up in the room and think, you understand? And just sit there and think. And you're not asking the kid when they come home from school, like, how's your day? Or you look in their face and see, if is there any type of look where they had a bad day, or if they look a little scared, if they being bullied or anything like that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what made this young man. And honestly, if they go to his home and don't find a letter, you know what I'm saying? Don't find a letter to tell us like why, what happened, what made him snap like this, or another kid at the school could tell us like how this young person was feeling days on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way we're gonna know now because he's deceased. You know what I mean? He's deceased, so he's not here. But just to say this here, I just feel like a lot of parents, please, you need to go and make sure that, you check your children's room no matter what. Even if I don't want to hear no parents say, "Oh, my kid ain't on that time." You don't know what your kid is on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't know. I don't care what nobody. I don't care what. Not one person out here can tell me that. I don't want to hear that. I don't care. You don't know what type of time your kid be on. Like, for real. You really don't. You can sit there and say that all day long. You know what I'm saying? You're probably saying it about this young man because he doesn't run the street. He be home. He play with his game or whatever like that there. He does this here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. You have to find out. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, you should check on your kid to make sure they good. You know what I'm saying? It's your duty. It's your duty as a parent. And like I said, my heart goes out to the ones that got hurt and the ones that passed away. Oh my God, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. You know what I'm saying? I am so sorry. I don't know what else to say to you. I'm just so sorry to all the victims. All the victims, because this is uncalled for. Okay, let's get this here going. They said. It remains an active, ongoing investigation. Police are expecting to provide another briefing this afternoon Roads are blocked off at 4900 Buckeye Road. Drive Drivers and people are asked to avoid the area. They said SSM Health Dean Medical Group East on Sutton Road is being used as family as the as the families reun. You oh sorry, I was reading something. I'm sorry, I was reading something else. Unification Center, the Duane County um, officer said. They said, okay, police did not reveal who the victim was, other than saying the suspect power is a juvenile. I'm sorry, I was reading that there. That's what I was just like, what did they say? Yeah, he's a juvenile. So they cannot tell you, you know, who this young man or young girl. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, if it was a boy or a girl. But they updating it as it go along. Like they're updating it. They're updating it. So okay, hold on, y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Because they're updating it as we go along. Because when I first read it, it was only 2 people deceased, and it's rising. Yeah, it's rising. So let's read this one. They said at least five people are deceased, and another 5 was injured in the shooting at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin. The Powell occurred about 11 a.m. on today. The Madison Police Department said when officials arrived, they found multiple pow wounds, victims, and a juvenile who they believe is responsible. At least one at least one of those deceased was a juvenile person. Barnes said the suspected Power, who who police said was a student at the school, was among the deceased. Police didn't disclose any additional information on the victim as they walked to inform their families. Oh my goodness. Barnes said officers immediately began life saving efforts. When they arrived on the scene, he said the police department did not fire any weapons. So, you hear what they say. They said the police did not bat. I'm saying, so evidently the young person hurt himself. Okay. They said more information will be released as it is available. We currently need people to avoid the area. We know that. Okay, roads are blocked. Okay. Abundant Life School at school has about 390. Oh, who that scared me? Oh my god, it scared me. That's what I was looking at before. He said it, did it again. Okay, Abundant Life School has about 390 students from kindergarten to 12th grade, according to the school website. There was at least there. This was the last week of school schedule for the year ahead of Christmas vacation. Wow. You see that right there? Now, they said this was the last week. And everybody is going on vacation for the Christmas and the New Year's. So, this is like, to me, premeditated, because this person knew that because he went there. And whatever he had in mind, he was planning on doing it before the new year get here or they go away. So I believe something, allegedly, I believe something happened, like to this young person. Okay, let's finish reading this here. Roads in the area are blocked off Agents from the Federal Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive had also responded to the scene to assist the local law enforcement. Abundant Life Christian School has about 390 students. So that's basically a private school. It has to be. It has to be a private school. When they have from kindergarten to the 12th grade, this must be a private school. Yeah, this had to be a private school. Okay, we are praying for the kids, educators, and the entire Abundant Life School community as we await more information and are grateful for the first responders who are working quickly to respond. Okay, so that's it, y'all. That's all I can give y'all. And like I said, my heart goes out to all the victims. Oh my God, this is just so tragic. You know what I'm saying? I said this here to y'all. Didn't I tell y'all this here in my other video? I said it seems like right before Christmas, it is so devastated with people, passing away, or a situation like this here, because I told you my son, he passed away in December, right after Christmas, day after. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. You would never ever forget this here. You know what I mean? And I like I said, my heart goes out to the families. This is awful, y'all. This is awful. All we can do is just pray that they get through it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give y'all a small little clip. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back and update you if I can. Okay, y'all? All right, just wait for it.
School, it's a safe space that we're updating victims. And so there's a lot of work that has to be done. And we're committed to doing that work. We just ask for your patience. I think the most important part is the reunification, again, that we spoke about, making sure that those persons who are, whether they staff, whether they're staff, students, because we need to make sure that we can notify people. I think that's the most important thing before we go any further.
But police didn't, they never fired their weapons.
That is correct.
Let's follow
I don't know if it's a male or female, but the police department did not fire their weapons. Thank you.
Scott, the 3 fatalities you mentioned, including the suspected shooter.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
3 total.
That's correct.
Are the 7 that was transported, are the 3 fatalities within that 7 or addition to that?
Yes, within that 7. Yes, thank you.
Was the shooter a student at the school?
We believe the shooter was a student at the school. Yes.
What can you tell us about the status of the other transports?
We know that they range from minor injuries to life-threatening. I know that's a huge, spectrum, but that's what we know now. And so we need everyone, again, to send your thoughts and your prayers out to them. One thing I do know is that we have some of the best medical care in the country here in Madison. And so we hope that everyone will recover. But at this time, we don't know.
So we did just get an update from our command post. 5 deceased at this time, 5 injured.
So a total of 10.
So a total of 10.
Again, this is a ever evolving situation. Just hearing that, what does that make you think? How does that make you feel? That we have to do a better job in our community on a Monday, right? So close to Christmas, that we're updating victims. And so there's a lot of work that has to be done, and we're committed to doing that work. We just ask for your patience. I think the most important part is the reunification, again, that we spoke about, making sure that those persons who are in the schools, whether they're staff, students, or what have you, are reunified, and we have done that. Again, I want to say thank you to all our partners. Again, our friends are here from the ATF. They're going to help us. I heard the question about the gun. I don't know yet, which is why we have a great partnership with the ATF that will help us determine the origin of this gun and where it happened. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and we will have another press conference. Stephanie has the location.
We're doing 2:30 at Fire Station 14 in their community room. 2:30, Fire Station 14. So